What a difficult win against Intercity, a team that surprised us all. Guys, Intercity from Alicante versus Football Club Barcelona. The game ended 3-4 for Football Club Barcelona, which Intercity, a game in which they equalized 3 times with a surprising hat-trick from Oriol Soldevilla. Soldevilla, in fact, the guy who scored 3 goals for the Intercity team, was actually a former La Masia player, as I said in the match preview. A lot of these players that were playing today for Intercity, a lot of them were former La Masia players, and in fact, guys, that was a very difficult game, guys, for Football Club Barcelona, which I think we took quite serious. Let's see if we can have the chat. No, we cannot have the chat, I'm sorry. I think we took the game quite serious, but for them it was certainly the biggest game in their lives. For some of them was the game of their careers, the highlight of their careers, playing against Football Club Barcelona. It's very serious, but I think Barcelona today played fair enough. I think we played well enough, guys. Let's have some pictures rolling, because this difficult game, guys, at some moments I was very scared. Really, at some moments I really thought that we could be losing the game, but finally we managed to survive, and overall I have some critics for some of the players, which I think some of our players need to improve, guys. We didn't do any good at some points of the game. I think we had ups and downs in the game, and I'm gonna be critical with some players, guys. For example, players like Bellerin. To me, Bellerin has zero level for Football Club Barcelona. Cannot be playing for Football Club Barcelona, Bellerin. I'm sorry, but his level in every game that I've seen so far from Bellerin is just ridiculous. I mean, this guy cannot even play against this La Masia full team. You know, like these players that play today for Intercity, they're third division players, guys. We have to take that into account. Bellerin should be on top of the things. Other players like Depay, very unfortunate game from Depay. Eric Garcia, not good at all. Iñaki Peña, I'm sorry for Iñaki Peña, but Iñaki Peña didn't play good either. And let me see. Okay, I enabled the chat, guys. Let me know what you think about the game, and let me know who is the man of the match for you, and who is the player that played the worst. Ferran Torres, again, bad game from Ferran Torres, and Kessie, even though he improved in the last minutes of the game, probably the last half hour, the extra time, I think he improved. But the beginning of Kessie was terrible. On the other hand, we have Dembelé, played an impressive game. Thank God he didn't get injured. At some point, we thought that he was injured. Gavi, he came out, he changed the game completely. Then Araujo, insane Araujo, not only scored the first the first goal, but also saved a goal from the line. And Raphinha, Jordi Alba, I think these players played quite well, and the man of the match for me is Araujo, for the fact that he played about 60 minutes, and in the 60 minutes that he played, he was certainly the best player on the pitch, and to me, the man of the match. I see a lot of comments regarding Raphinha. I think Raphinha played amazing as well. Without Raphinha, we wouldn't be where we were. And let's check up the lineups, because I think in the match preview, I think that I aced pretty much the lineups. Of course, we did see Koundé instead of Eric Garcia, and we did see Dembelé instead of Ansu Fati at the beginning, right? Something that maybe surprised me. I thought that Xavi was going to be a little bit more conservative. But Pablo Torre, Kessie, Busquets, we did ace that. Ferran Torres, Memphis Depay, Araujo, Bellerin, Jordi Alba, I think we aced it. So far, guys, Pablo Torre, I must say, Pablo Torre, I didn't mention him yet, But to me, what Pablo Torre is doing is insane, because the very little opportunities that this guy has, he's getting them big time, guys. He's taking these opportunities big time, and I think that Pablo Torre deserves honorable mention. So we should be taking that into account. In terms of Intercity, I thought that we're going to play a little bit more offensive. In the first half they played very conservative, and I think they did pretty well. In the second half they completely went out. They were attacking with something more like this, and Soldevilla here is the one who scored the 3 goals. Again, some of these players, for example Guillem Jaume, Soldevilla, I think Alvaro here, they're from the La Masia, okay? So they're players that were formed in La Masia and played until juvenile, or even some of them played some games for Barça B. So I think the game obviously was controlled by Barcelona. Look at the possession, 77%, and halftime it was 85% of the possession. We obviously had we won in almost every parameter, in every statistic, except the counter-attack. See, counter-attack shots, counter-attack goals. Intercity only had good counter-attacks at the end of the day. They couldn't create danger in any other way, but oh boy, they did score 3 goals, and those 3 goals were deserved. I think that that to me, Soldevilla played an impressive game, and possibly a redemption game for him. Look at the passes. I mean, Barcelona almost made 1,000 passes, and the accuracy is insane, no? 88% of the accuracy here. And we also played long balls, something that we need to get used to more. I think that we need to play more direct, and we need to start practicing that and get good at that, right? And also, I'd like to give a mention to Ansu Fati. Ansu Fati, by the way, coming back to the lineups, I didn't mention the substitutions, but we had 6 substitutions. We did see Araujo coming off, Eric coming on, a disaster game from Eric Garcia, complete disaster. Ferran Torres coming off, and Raphinha coming on, but Raphinha then took the right-hand side over here. Dembelé played an insane game most of the game, and Raphinha here on the right-hand side was impressive. Memphis also came off, Ansu Fati came on. This was the situation, this was our front 3. Pablo Torre came off, and Gavi was playing. Busquets, Kessie, Gavi, this was, by the full time, this was our midfield. And did we see any more changes? Yeah, we did see Marcos Alonso coming off for Bellerin, and here's where Koundé took the right back position. Marcos Alonso took the center back position, and Marcos Alonso was a little asleep at times. There was a moment where they took the ball off him, and then the Intercity scored the 3rd goal, which was a little bit of a bummer. But I think that Marcos Alonso, you cannot blame the guy for one knock, being pushed, and then they scored the 3rd goal. But so far, guys, we need to be more stable. I think that we were very unstable in many moments of the game. This is gonna be tough if we keep on with this rhythm throughout the rest of the competitions. Okay, I mean, we're still in the Copa del Rey, we're still in La Liga, we're still in the Europa League. I think that we have good chances of winning at least one of these competitions, guys. You let me know in the comments which competition do you think that we can win the most. And Balde came out as well. You're right, yeah, Balde came out as well. We have him here. Yeah, Balde came out for Dembelé. Exactly. See, this is exactly what happened. So Dembélé was having cramps. We thought that he was injured, and Balde came on, and he was playing pretty much as a fullback here. So, guys, I think that we need to keep on pushing. This scares is certainly going to help the team because we cannot make more mistakes. But I think that the game was very tight. Intercity played their game of their lives, certainly the game of their lives. And Barcelona faced a strong adversary, but this is not an excuse. We shouldn't have gone to extra time. This extra time obviously is going to cost us because now some of these players are going to be tired. Dembélé is going to be squeezed. And we have a very important game. In fact, I forgot about showing you the next games. These are the next games that Barcelona is going to be facing. So we have on Sunday 9 p.m. thank God it's on Sunday. we're playing Atletico Madrid at the Wanda Metropolitano. So this is gonna be a highlight of the season, guys. Winning this game is very, very important. This is one of the direct competitors, and winning this game is certainly gonna be important for us. I see a comment from Urangan saying with Torres, jajaja. Man, hopefully we play Valde instead, you know. Anyways, guys, Super Cup is coming as well. We have the semifinals against Betis. Thank you everyone for joining. Make sure to smash the like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And now, and as I always say, Visca el Barça, Visca Catalunya, and see you in the next video. Vamos!